welcome to Today I Got Time with your host V and Mo. Welcome. Thank
Welcome
you.
me, welcome you.
Absolutely.
I
Thank
didn't
you for
say it this
tuning
time.
in. Thank you for liking, subscribing. Make sure y'all like this video, comment below. Let us know what you think. On today's episode, we are going to talk about online presence and how much is too much.
How you do it? I mean, we grew up in an era where social media was just starting. Okay, so we didn't have to have an online presence. I can speak for myself when I back living in Texas, I still didn't have an online presence. I was like, I go back and I look at pictures and videos and stuff, and I'm like, oh, I was, posting here, posting there, whatever, but I was kind of more in the moment. I had a lot of good times where they weren't recorded or it wasn't on my story or it wasn't like just out there.
Right.
So I think from my perspective, ours, with our social media experience, well, I can't say ours because you've always been on social media. You've been
Well,
on
let me
social
let
media.
me say this. Let me say this. I got into social media because there was a time period where, like Facebook, you had to be in college to get
Yes.
into Facebook.
Right.
And for my MySpace, I had a MySpace, but I had a friend who knew like the codes and stuff. So they would like tweak my page to have stars dropping down
Right.
and the music. So I really wasn't really in charge of stuff. I'd be like, just post this picture and do this and do that, whatever. I would say it wasn't until I like grew into my maturity and started an Instagram on my own when I actually was like And I
Right.
want to say I started an Instagram like a little bit before I joined the military, which, obviously when we actually got access to our phones and were able to upload things, I was able to upload because I had a page, but baby, it wasn't always that because we grew up in an era where you had to plug in your
Right. You had to
your
plug in the
ether cord.
dial up.
Yeah, you had to do the dial up. You had to do
It
the
cost
dial
us
up.
more time to upload stuff when we were first getting on social media.
Right.
It cost us more time to do that. Like I gotta do this. Can't do it on my phone because my phone charged for every picture I send. Gotta talk after 7 o'clock. Gotta talk
Right.
after 9 o'clock. Only free after this time. So you those things was like a pivotal point. Obviously when we're young, right? But going
Right.
into like our 20s, our early 20s, I still you were like you said, you were more on social media. Like Fred used to record and post everything. And that
Mm-hmm.
really had me like, oh, I need to get back on social media because I'm not even on this like that. But my friend
Mm-hmm.
posting, she let my know like we outside, we good, we doing this, this
Right,
is going on
right,
over here.
right, right, right.
Girl, I just was like, I guess incognito. I've always been just like here.
Well, do you feel like that was what is the median? Like what is safe and unsafe? Like what would you do you feel like you were in a safe space and you were just like, I don't wanna really let people know what's going on? Or
I
not
think
saying that it was an
now
unsafe space, but like how did you feel about it?
I am more cautious about what I'm posting, right? But I'm still trying to be active within
Mm-hmm.
social media because you can't be present but
Mm-hmm.
not
Mm-hmm.
disclose every single little
Absolutely.
nuance thing. Like you can do
Right.
that. When I first started social media, it wasn't so much I was trying to be like safe. I was trying to be like mysterious. Like, oh yeah, you looking for me? I'm here. You looking for me? Let me poke my head out a little bit. Ah, but that was fun. That's fun too. I'm still kind of like that. A little bit of here, a little bit of there. Pop
Right.
in, pop out.
Those that
It's
know
just not
know.
that. It's just not that serious to me because social media is such a fucking gimmick. Like it's all some bullshit.
Absolutely.
So now it's like I don't have to really. I'm private, but I'm not mysterious. Like I'm not secretive. Like I'll post things that I feel like are important to me and that resonate with me and that, I find funny or whatever. Like get on there, tell a joke or two, whatever. Talk some shit, whatever. But then maybe 10 years ago, I was just posting just so a motherfucker could be like, oh, there she go. Look who it is. She disappeared on our ass again.
So would you consider yourself active online? An active online, I guess, personality?
I
Because
know. I don't. Not at all. I think obviously now more because we have our podcast going that I need to be a little bit more active.
Well,
Yeah.
again, what is considered safe and unsafe? What do you feel like is the presence that like what do you feel like is the drawing line that is like, yeah, I am an online personality?
Right. I think for me, my boundary is anything outside of podcast topics where we're talking about in the video. Like I'm not going to go into my personal life with my household. I'm not going to go into my finances. I'm not going to go into my community in depth. Like I'm not going to pinpoint these things because for me, it's safety. And then also it's just non-important things.
Right.
I don't care. Now, some people may care if you live in Los Angeles and live in the Poconos or live in the fucking Caribbeans.
Right.
Some people may care, but
Right.
I don't give a fuck. I don't care where you say. What's up?
Right.
What were we talking about right now? Me viewing social media because I'm on social media. I'm viewing it. I'm just not posting. So I'm viewing social media. I'm seeing how people are interacting with each other. I'm seeing how much information people disclose and da da da. And just from my knowledge and recognizing it, it's like the people that post too much information, that's the ones that get into the most BS. Rather you're trying to podcast or you're trying to start a business or you're trying to any of these sort of things. That's when the mess start to come, when you get them all deep into your shit. Can't be too deep. You just gotta have enough. Or do you
Still
think
keep it
that you're active?
serious. I am active, but I feel like I'm also a little delayed. Like I don't do it in the current time. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'll take that back. But I don't take that back. Okay, follow with me. Follow with me. If I'm in like a bar or a lounge, I'll post maybe that I'm in a bar or lounge. I really won't tag where I'm at, but I probably won't post that until I'm actually getting the check and about to leave. You get what I'm saying? So it's like if you want to, by the time it's circulating, you think that I'm at this bar or lounge or and I'm not there. Like, okay, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, it's not in real time, but it happened that day. Absolutely. I guess that's like my thing because I just feel like again, there's a lot of things that happen on in the community, in the society where you see people get taken out of here. Not saying that I'm in some type of trouble or no shenanigans like that, but people get taken out of here just because somebody found out where they were at and ran up on them and
right.
Whatever that may look like. So
a lot of examples of that.
I don't want to be an example of that. Like I rather show you, and I've learned that through social media. Like if you're gonna post, there's nothing wrong with that. Like you could still be active, but kind of be delayed about it. Like you don't have to be in current time, right? Like there because you don't know what may happen, what may or may not happen. You don't know.
So do you think that you can still be able to like authentically express yourself while being incognito on social media?
Absolutely, because you could know again what I post. It means something. Hey, even if I'm just posting Black Lives Matter, I stand for Black solidarity.
Right.
So even when I bring my ass up here, okay, let's not even get it confused. This is a Black woman who believes that whatever you know what I'm saying? Like you can absolutely be in solidarity, and I mean you can absolutely be not active and still stand for something because what?
And just showing your personality, like the quirky jokes you
Right. You
make,
guys don't
or
really know me, but here, and then let it be that. Now, on the receiving end, how you receive that, that's your business.
right,
You feel me?
right.
Because,
That's where you gotta
again,
have this conversation with
those that
yourself.
know.
I seen something on the comments on one of these platforms, and they was like, it was like a little gif or whatever, I mean shit, and it was like, let's get back to not oversharing on the internet. Let's get back to not oversharing on the internet.
Yeah,
The
because
internet
well,
doesn't need to know every single freaking thing that you have going on at all freaking times. I don't give a damn if you just drank a mojito banana pudding shake and then 10 minutes later you were in Pilates. Maybe we could have kept the mojito banana pudding shake out of the posting.
I mean, again, to each his own. I feel like this, to each his own. Whatever we're willing to digest of the internet, we're also in charge of being
It's
receptive to it.
oversaturated. I'm digesting too much. It's too much. I ain't trying to.
It
It's too
absolutely
much.
is, but it's a give and take. Like,
I can't take
at
it.
what form of, because it's a borderline. You feel what I'm saying? Like, in one aspect is formed as entertainment, and in another aspect is formed as maybe too much indulgement. You get what I'm saying? So at what point does the person on the receiving end realize that they're like maybe indulged too much? Like you may be too invested that this person has banana Pilates and all this going on. You get what I'm saying? Like,
You might be too
to each
invested.
to each his own.
I guess I can understand that to an extent, right? Because like you said, you should be able to identify within yourself and what you're digesting, what it is that you're digesting. But if this is something on the other end, if this is something that you are currently actively all the time, 99.9% indulging in every 7 days a week, that's all you're gonna want to know about. That's all you're gonna want to see. That's all you're gonna. Oh my God, what did Timmy Tate do today? Timmy Tate said he was going to the balloon park. I'm gonna see if he really went. Why? Who gives a fuck if Timmy Tate went to the balloon park though?
Again, you're invested because not you necessarily, but the
Right, right.
attention span. But that's what we're aren't we teaching our children the same thing? Doesn't our children watch children play games that they can be doing themselves?
All
You get what
right.
I'm saying?
But
So at what
I try to
point?
minimize the
Right.
exposure.
So you
I don't.
minimize them because you're the adults and you can monitor you get what I'm saying? So at what
Mhm.
point do we as adults have that restraint within ourselves? Like nobody's gonna take our phone because we're adults. Is gonna be like, give me your phone.
Free
You've been on
will.
TikTok too long. Exactly, free will. So at some point, though there are people indulging and living their lives through the internet, there are those that live vicariously through those
Oh
that
yeah,
live
but
into the internet.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like a fine line. Like what? Like everything is a fine
But
line.
you, but yeah, but again, you can't. There's the ones, the entertainers. Usher can get up here on stage and bust all the 8 count twist turn moves.
Not 8
He can
counts.
bust all the moves he want to bust, right? And I can be entertained by this so much so where I'll go get a ticket. I'm gonna buy me a ticket because I want to see this man
Right.
bust these twirls and moves and shit. Okay, cool. I'm gonna do that. But when you get to setting alarms and shit because he about to bust this move at 8 p.m., that's too much. You ain't got shit else better to do. You obviously wasn't there. You could have bought a ticket. You could have seen it in action. The fuck is you gonna watch it on the phone for?
I'm just saying, like, if these people are gonna post, it's up to you whether you're gonna invest. If these people are, and then again, because there's those that indulge and share their whole lives. I wish people also knew it's okay to not have to have an opinion on everything. Okay? Like
You're putting it
sometimes
out
it's
there to
okay
have an
to get out
opinion.
the comments. Sometimes it's okay to shut the fuck up. Sometimes it's okay to just think the things that you want to think, and you don't have to get behind the keyboard. Get behind your iPhone. You don't have to get behind your Android or no type of apparatus that will allow you to fucking communicate with the internet. You do not have to get out here and act a fucking fool behind a fucking screen name. I promise you. Shut up.
But those are
the internet allowed people to think that we give a fuck about their lives. They allowed people to think that we give a fuck about their opinion. They allowed people to think that it's okay to voice your fucking opinion as if we give a fuck. Like, it's just a whole plethora of things. But because there are people that do said things, there are people that will watch
there
said
are
people
some
that
people that give a fuck about your opinion.
Right.
There are some people that care.
That's the circle of life.
And shit. The shit can't be. That's the problem. Again, let's go right down to the root of the issue. That's the problem. When you start to give too much a fuck about somebody else's opinion, that's when you too deep in. Okay? Because sometimes you gotta bust the moves, you gotta make the moves on your own. Sometimes you gotta make the decision on your own. No matter you want to dye your hair red, do that. Let's not think that somebody's gonna think you look like Ronald McDonald. If you look like Ronald McDonald after you dye your hair red, you don't have to dye your hair red again. You learned that lesson,
or
right?
You can own that shit,
or you like the Ronald McDonald look, but that's something that you wanted. That has nothing to do with what nobody else wanted. Stick to what your beliefs are, your morals, your mindset, your personality. There's a group of people out here for you. There's a community of individuals, spouses, friendships, family ships, mentorships.
Right, absolutely. Those what you're portraying online should be who you are offline.
Exactly. 100%.
Yes.
Now again, I do understand that you can't show everything. So
but for authenticity, who you are? Why would you put on a cloak on? You Superman?
For instance,
what are you putting a cloak on for? The only thing that you should be cloaking is, okay, you don't want the world to know you have children. Okay, you don't want people to know you're
on probation.
Whatever. Okay, that's that. But if you got on probation because you're a thug ass motherfucker, own that shit. If you out here fucking slapping bitches because and you're on probation for that, do that. Own that. Don't get off of social media. Oh my God, how did somebody on probation because I slapped the bitch
because people.
No, you can't change. But
no, I didn't say that. That's not what I said.
I don't want to hear that shit either. Yeah, you can change, but not when you just got on probation 5 weeks ago. You think I'm supposed to believe you changed? That's why I was going to say. That's why you should probably not be on the internet. That's why the presence shouldn't be present. Because you got some shit going on right now that you need to take care of and that you need to handle in real world, real time. Them viewers is not going to talk that judge out of giving you a sentence. All because you like to get on that motherfucking TikTok and slap your hips and baby ass. I don't know. But that's when you got to sit the social media out and you got to sit the presence out. And you got to take care of reality, whatever they may look like. If you're on probation because you were stealing out of Walmart and Walmart trying to prosecute your ass, you might want to handle that. Don't get on this goddamn computer. Don't get on this internet whipping it up, shopping at Walmart, knowing damn well you shouldn't even be on the goddamn and Walmart. And while we're over here chit chatting, I wanted to be known because let me use this one as an instance. There is a social media or whatever phenom, TikTok, wherever he comes from. He who is it? Who just recently did a live stream and was ridiculing and told this disabled woman to show him a particular body part. Right? And then got canceled. And then I want to say maybe like a couple of weeks ago, maybe last month, got back on the internet because I thought we could cancel people, but clearly after a certain time they can come out of timeout. Whatever. He gets on the internet and tells us that he's owed our money because he has bills. We should be paying him because we know he has bills.
He didn't learn from the timeout. And then now
but do you see what I'm saying? Why we should keep people the way they are? We should keep them accountable because he thought he said in timeout that was punishable. But when you allow peasants, right? When you keep the peasants, they know they're peasants. They don't move from that because they are peasants. They are treated as such. You cannot upgrade to king queen because you will forever be a peasant. You come from a long lineage of peasants. We need to hold people accountable. This was some peasantry from a peasant who thinks that our little peasantness is due to him. Come on now.
We're not peasants though, so I don't want to say our peasant.
God, my little nickels and dimes, you think is owed to you.
If you're viewing his shit, you giving him the views, you giving him the.
I absolutely am not. But again, when you're again, the algorithm it just is just pushed out there. When I see this person, I definitely scroll, but it's like the fact that I'm even scrolling past you, I'm telling you that I'm telling said apps this is not stuff that I'm interested in, and you still keep coming across my timeline somehow, some way. I don't know if you're paying for the views or follows. I don't know if you're paying for the sponsorship. I don't know, but your content stay coming across my stuff. And I am not looking for you. I do not click your lives. So, what am I left to believe? At some point, community, we have to hold people accountable for what they do. Exactly. And when they do shenanigans, we need to put them in the shenanigans so they never again. Okay, we got to do it and keep them there. Keep them there. We got to keep them there.
I'm already knowing this is about to go down. I'm not just, but I don't know much about like him coming back onto the internet. I just know what he did to get canceled, and for me, that was enough for your ass to get canceled. That's again going back to social media presence. You didn't have to be live. Nobody told your stupid ass to go live.
And even if you were live, you went on live and you spoke to this individual like that. I don't care that they were disabled. I don't care nothing about that. Right. I don't care nothing about that. This is still an individual. So before we even label them, before we keep, because that's what a lot of people tend to do. Oh, they were before they were individual. No. I don't give about none of that. They're still an individual. Okay. Yeah. So you got on the internet and you spoke to this woman. And you said what you said to her as if I'll wait.
I can't. He said that crazy ass shit,
and then you use things as an excuse, like, oh, I was drunk, I was lit, I was. But did it encourage you to get into AA meetings?
Right. Or therapy to figure out where these thoughts are really coming from.
Yes, and we use things as an excuse because what if she turned around and did that? Now what? Now you're gonna be screenshot. You know what I'm saying? Like you had motives behind this. You can't play with those that don't have.
Or was you being a bully? Or was you being a bully?
Absolutely. Because those are the comments that probably were encouraging her or in her stuff telling her to do it.
Or he was the bully because this weak link, this peasant, I can get her to do anything because she ain't all the way there anyways.
That active personalities on social media, you just gotta, sometimes your favorite influencer ain't that. Okay?
It don't take much for me to be yuck about an influencer. Yuck. It doesn't take much for me. Like Summer Walker, I was playing the hell out of her album before she did the Piece of shit. I ain't played a song from Summer Walker since she did the Piece of shit.
Right, and I like that. Go girl.
Yeah, me too. But you did that shit, and it's like, I can't even get with that. I can't get with that at all. I don't want to get with that at a little bit. And if this is how
No,
you're
I
thinking,
can't
this is
even.
how
I
you're
can't even
moving,
give you my little coinage for you to get
can't even
paid.
give it to you.
And I hate that it's trickling down, but whatever. Because it is what it is. That's why, at some point you have to draw the line between authentic and what is considered, authentic and what's exposed. Like, is this authenticity? Like Summer Walker, before you even before you came out and showed that you were cool being a side piece, we were like, okay, we can understand you, girl, because we all dealt with heartbreak. We all dealt with, failed relationships and
with children, without
men
children.
doing stuff to us, and these men ain't trash. And for you to be not the trash individual, for you to be the side piece girl and thinking that these anthems are
Hurt people hurt people.
absolutely,
Hurt people friends. So
absolutely.
I can, again, I'm not agreeing with this shit at all. I don't agree with it. Not even a little bit. But me looking as the glass half empty, you tired, these niggas keep playing with you, you keep being the side bitch. Willingly, unwillingly, you're being a side bitch. So might as well be the one willingly.
Okay. So, okay. So, what's something you posted and then regretted?
All types of shit.
Oh,
I done posted a lot of shit I done deleted afterward.
that's why she
Or
has no online presence.
and that's why she shouldn't. Because this is what you do when you get online. You get to telling all your business. Now you hurt, you mad. That's why Tori said what she said. You mad at me because he ain't fucking with you no more. That don't have nothing to do with me. Take it up with that nigga. Bye. And he's still my nigga. And he's still
Mm-hmm.
laying beside. And you want him to be laying beside you, right? Um, I because that's what petty, bitter bitches do. You got if bitches that don't know how to move on and keep that shit pee and keep it cute and keep it solid and just what I'm saying, move around gracefully. Motherfucker
Mm-hmm.
get really in their feels. A person will, a man or woman will get really in their feelings. I'm tired of being a side piece. Put me out there. I'm sick of this shit now. And it's like, well, you knew it was.
So what would you consider ways of taking breaks from the internet?
The best way for me is to delete the apps.
Mm-hmm.
If I need to like take a break from social media, like I'll deactivate my page, delete the app, and kick it like that for the longest I've probably been was for like a month or two. But when I came back, I wasn't so like driven to open up that. I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't so driven to be like, oh, what's going on here? And let me da da da. Da. I didn't care.
Mm-hmm.
So I think de- deactivating your page and deleting the app is probably the best way. Because if you have the app on your phone, you might still be tempted to open it up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Now, if you
Don't
ain't got
ask me
shit,
about a more break because I don't know. I will tell you this. I
Bree,
will
you ain't
say
never took no
this.
social media break.
Absolutely not. I will say I've deleted apps. Like there was a period where I wasn't on Facebook for a while. For a long while. I wasn't on Facebook. So for a certain period, like I don't have the
Okay,
time.
so you took a break. You took a break from
Well, it
Facebook.
wasn't necessarily a break. It was more so I had to delete the app. So, I never really took a break, but there was time periods where I wasn't on it. And I think maybe one particular app was more, but I always was on Instagram, and I
Mm-hmm.
always was on Snapchat.
And
The
Twitter. You was on Twitter for a little bit too.
I was on Twitter, but I don't have a Twitter no more, and I don't feel the urge to get back on Twitter. Like I'm not.
Right,
I'm
I'm
cool.
just saying you was
I'm
never
cool
on
on it.
Twitter.
But yes, girl, the girl was
So you
out
don't
here.
think it's necessary to have a break from social media?
I feel like if when it starts becoming consuming, like I always say, I think I need a break from TikTok. But I feel like if I take a break from TikTok, I just I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for that.
I mean, but why not? Why not take a break from TikTok? Why? What is holding you back from, like, if you need that
Because
space?
I just like the variations I get. I like it, seeing people's
I feel this
different.
algorithm brick
Yeah,
by
I
brick.
like the way my algorithm gives it up. Like I like when I'm seeing, couples do things. I like when I'm seeing, moms do things. I'm liking when I'm seeing single dad. Like I like seeing these things. I like seeing the moms and the families do the dances. These are things I like. I like seeing stuff like this, and it's just like, oh my gosh, to see everybody in different variations or their own creativities of it. Oh, it's so cool, and it kind of inspires me to want to do it. And I mean, get it in.
Yeah, my algorithm ain't as wholesome.
I mean, sometimes my algorithm can get ratchet and talk a whole lot of cash money ish, but for the most part, I try not to dwell in that because I feel like because TikTok is a big part of what I focus on. Like, I'm not even really. I get on Instagram, but I get back off of it just as fast as I get on that bitch. Like I'm back off of it because TikTok is what I like. I like TikTok, and though I may repost some shit, but I'm not really whatever. I just like TikTok to see the fastness, and maybe it's my attention span. I don't fucking know, but I like TikTok better.
Well,
Anyway,
Instagram got reels.
Yeah, but it's like as soon as you get on one type of algorithm with reels with Instagram, that's what it is. Like you can watch one video of dogs fighting, or you could watch one video of freaking something, and then that's your whole shit. Like that's the whole thing. That's all you're about to see. With TikTok, it's like variations. Like you could find similar stuff because it'll say find some, but it's for the most part it's different things, and I enjoy that. I think that I'm not ready for a break with TikTok because TikTok stimulates whatever type of endorphins is going on up there that gives me that
Right, but where can
stimulation.
you get that elsewhere? Like, I started back reading, and
I absolutely want to do that, but when you,
because maybe you could read, maybe you could
I
paint, maybe you
could,
could
I
do your
could
makeup,
possibly.
or
These are all possible things.
yeah.
I absolutely love Audible, so I definitely listen. I'm listening to podcasts. Shout out to my crime show series that I be listening to. My Dateline, my Snapped. Shout out to y'all. ID Oxygen, love those channels. But that's as far as it goes.
Do you
Yeah.
think that how we grew up with the internet? I mean, obviously, right? This is not even a question, honestly. But growing up when the internet was first invented, like it's totally different now than it was when we first started getting on the internet. When we first started like getting like you said, MySpace, AOL, fucking chat rooms, like all of those
Messenger
things.
and all that.
Right, because I was involved in that type of shit. But when we were doing those things in the internet, although it wasn't safe then, it was like again, it cost you more to do it because you gotta find the time, you gotta hook the internet up, you gotta make sure nobody's on the phone, you gotta make sure you send it after an hour, you gotta talk after hours. Like it was just way more convenient to go meet people in public in settings, the mall, the movies, the skating rink, the teen clubs, because we used to have teen clubs, girl. So like the teen clubs, like I seen a lot of my peers, people I grew up with outside. Like we was outside. It was stuff going on the internet back then, maybe like when I was graduating high school and stuff. But it still wasn't like deep like how it is now. Like everybody's everything on the internet now. These kids know what your mama ate for dinner.
Right. Right.
You're not even knowing. Why you recording me from the balcony upside down, tilted to see that I'm eating turkey wings and like what? So I think the internet back then was the beginning of this monster, obviously, that's been created.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I enjoyed it. I had a good time throughout the internet.
Okay, so would you say you feel free? Would you say you felt free or more watched
As far as like in my household or on the internet?
on the internet?
Free. I used to go on this website, girl, called, well, I'm not gonna say the website because I don't know if the website still is active, but the website, girl, used to have like all this gory like car accidents, motorcycle
I know
accidents,
what website you're talking about.
pigs getting slaughtered, like all some shit. I used to be like, oh shit, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Looking at this, I don't think I was actively on that website, but I did go on that website like once or twice, maybe three
Oh,
times.
I was on it because I just didn't understand.
Yeah.
If we're talking about the same website, they had like Marilyn Monroe's body up there. They
No,
had
these are nah.
Tupac's.
Well, yeah, they had that stuff too, but they had like real live like photos of
Yes, bike
people.
accidents where they had pieces of their brains on the
Yes,
floor.
in
They
the
had,
car accident, the car
yes,
under
their
the
body
fucking truck.
decapitated, like everything. Like there was no filter. It was everything. But I saw those, but I guess because they were so more real, I don't know. I was more attached to seeing like Elvis Presley's body,
Right, like
and
celebrities.
and like Malcolm X's and Tupac's body. Like I was so fascinated in seeing these people's bodies and how they would like dissect them, and they all had the same like chest cuts and this, that, and the third, and it was just I was like, whoa. I think I was more um inquisitive because I was like, who would allow these big people's bodies on the internet like that? I think that's what it was for me because these people who got their head capped, there was no name to it. They were just body
Right,
accidents and this, that, and the third.
right.
But you clicked on said person and you saw their body. And it was like, whoa, wow, this.
No, me too. I was on that time too. I still get on YouTube or Google, and if I'm trying to do some extensive research on something, I'll look it up because I'll be like, wait a minute. Now let's see what the hell. They said that man got shot from the front, back, side to side.
Right, right.
Now, honestly, that might be like my own
Hey, to each
little
his own.
thing,
Everybody has their own rabbit
right?
hole that they indulge in.
Right.
So
Everybody got their
to
own rabbit
each his
hole, but
own.
that's my little rabbit hole, and because I'd be like, ooh, that and wars. You know, I'm a documentary freak.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I watch a documentary all day long before I watch a movie.
Mm-hmm.
Cause what you
Mm-hmm.
mean, this happened and this happened and da da da. I
Right.
need to know why. What was the next steps? What happened after that?
Right.
And this happened. I love my documentary, girl. You know that. Ooh, baby. Don't ask me about no Power or no fucking Stranger Things or no
Oh gosh.
any of these things. Ghost Rider. I don't even know what the show called. Been stopped watching Love and Hip Hop years ago. Now, for the individuals that that likes to get on the internet and the woe is me, so you don't get a lot of views from me. You're not gonna get it, sir or ma'am. I know people go through things, but
But
you
all the fucking time, come on, let's be so fucking for real. Let's be so, and I'm sorry I have to throw that F bomb on you, but let's be so for real. Let's be so for real. At what point are we taking accountability? Because I'm pretty sure God isn't yeah, yeah, brain
right,
cloud on you. I'm pretty
right.
sure.
Or maybe karma is, who knows? But again, that's what social media presence. You might want to get up off the social media because you ain't got
Because
nothing
all we're hearing
positive
is
to
the
put out there.
negativity.
You ain't got nothing positive to put out there in the world. Don't nobody want to keep hearing that shit. Figure it out.
All
Like
we're
all
hearing
of
is
us
the
are doing.
negativity.
All of us are figuring it out. So you need to go ahead and ask the right questions. Maybe you'll get somebody that can help you figure it out in your comments or your DMs or whatever. But do I want to see you with your bags packed on the street talking about, oh, I've been put out? Oh.
for the 12th time this month, and we're still, no, we don't. Because if we click over to your baby mom's page or your baby father's page or whoever the other significant other is page, and they're telling their side, I'm pretty sure it's the simple things like,
It's the
i.e.,
reason why you got
you
put
didn't
out.
take the trash, or you're not cooking dinners, or you're not just holding your end of the bargain, and when it has to maintain a two-person household, whatever that may look like, because there are
Whatever
a
that
plethora of reasons why people get put out.
plethora. A
A
plethora.
plethora of
And
reasons.
again, if
So
you got and it's your 12th time getting put out, and all 12 times you ain't never do nothing. They just mad. They woke up today and they're angry. It shouldn't take 12 times for you to figure out that this may not be the place that you need to stay. You know, I want to go find your own shit. Whatever that may look like. Is that a bed inside the shelter? Is that a room somewhere? You gonna keep getting put out? You've been put out 12 times now. 12. 1, 2. The motherfucker can't put me out a half a time.
it's the bed in the
Can't put me out a third of a time. Some of us get talking about you can leave. Phew. I'm out of
and that's
here.
another thing. Make sure if you do get put out, you have your own. Okay, please. But we digress. Active presence on the internet. Please
But
make sure you tell the whole
the
story.
truth and
Not
nothing
half
but the
the story.
truth, so help me God. Please tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, okay? If you living in your mama basement, male or female, do not care. This is not gender
Equal
neutral.
opportunity. I'm telling
Equal
you.
opportunity. If you living in your mama basement, I don't want to see you with Louis Vuitton on. I don't want to see you with Chanel on. I don't want to see you decking out your mama garage, your mama basement. You don't put hardwood floors and all types of shit. I don't want to see it. I want to see you decking out your own shit.
Not you out here decking out your mom's space, your
Yeah,
parents' space.
and calling it your own. Your parents upstairs 60, 70 years old, can't get no rest because you down there DJing.
Cause you gotta have an internet presence, huh? Huh?
Because
You
you
gotta
got
get
it
that
is.
money. But you not even giving them no rent. Lord, please. Active. That's what I'm saying. Living your truth. Living your truth.
No, I don't booty candle. No, for real. No, for real.
Living your
Fucking
dig day truth.
get the capping on the internet. Like, oh yeah, I love kids, and I love being a step mom. I love a baby daddy, and you done got rid of all your kids, bitch. You ain't had a big kid. You don't know what a fucking.
Good night.
I'm just saying, be truthful on these folks' internet because it will come back to you. It
Yeah.
will come back around. I don't claim to be nothing more than who I am. I let y'all know straight up front, baby. Some things you will see, some things you will not see. Do not make an assumption. That's when you make an ASS of yourself. Okay? Don't assume anything when it comes down to me. Okay? Nothing. I'm a wild, wild child.
I know that's right. Come on. Wild child.
And I'm getting money. Put that out there to I'm just
Let me collect my fingers. Let me collect my fingers. Cause that, yeah. 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 Yeah.
well, and I love that for me, you, and anybody else out here getting some money. And that's why you can have your own shit. You ain't got to worry about waking your parents up at 2 o'clock in the morning because you want to DJ. I don't care if you in a 600 square foot apartment. That's your shit. Put your DJ equipment up right there in the kitchen.
Do you remember your first like screen name for anything?
Oh God, I used to have like Purdy Bad, like PURDYBADD.
Come
What
on,
the fuck that was
Purdy.
about? Purdy Bad. It's been Yo Renee for a while. It's been Renee something for a while. I think I decided like years ago that I was gonna stop putting my government out there because it was too easy for folks to find me. Motherfuckers got to put in the out. That wait a minute, is it?
Right? No, for real.
I told you, wait, I'm mysterious. I'm here. I'm there. I'm here. I'm
I
there.
know. One
You
toe
get
in,
to.
one. No, I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree.
Don't get to looking for me too fucking hard.
If you can find me too easy, then I might have to change some letters or something up in here.
Yeah, yeah. Because what you looking for me for? Because why are you looking for me?
Because you are someone to look for.
You lost your chance. And friendship and partnership and companionship and
And whatever shit, but they still gonna come. They still gonna circle back. All right, thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you guys for liking, following, subscribing. Make sure y'all subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you next time on the flip side. Bye.